Hey, what's up, guys? This is T-Bone here. Today we're playing World Zombination, and I wanted to do a couple things. One, I thought that I'll feature some of my favorite units that I currently have and are leveling, and also to talk about quick fights. Specifically, how to use quick fights to quickly get lots of cans that you need for the raids. And to do that, I'm going to explain a couple of things about both the number of units that you can have and how you can use Quick Fight depending on if you're just starting out or if you are more advanced and have better units. All right, so this is my team that I have. I already did a few fights, so that's why some of them are showing in red. They're in cooldown right now. But currently my favorites are my level 50 Fire Chief and my level 44 Hacker. So the level 50 Fire Chief at his for his perk he has a area of effect attack, which is really powerful. He is pretty high health at 4,895 and also has pretty high damage at 425. So at level 50 he becomes really useful because he can attack multiple enemies at the same time and is as effective as a Timber Beast, but with a reduced cooldown for deployment at 15 seconds. Then for the Hacker, my personal favorite for her perks are the Side Burners, which is the increased range by 100%, and also the Chimney Starter, which does the two bullets. Now for her level 50 perk, I haven't yet decided whether to get the 3 Grills perk or Drone Proving, which gives armor. I think both are going to be good. I haven't decided yet. And with 3.8 coming out soon, I can afford to try one and then coin to reperk to another one to try out. So I will probably do that. The next one is the staple, Timber Beast. At level 40 is really where you want him to be at. And I think some people have said that the right side perks are the best. I personally went with the left side perks. It's really a preference, I think. But level 40 gives the reduced deployment cooldown of 25 seconds, and that is a lot better than the 30-second prior to that level. And then some of the other ones that I have spent time focusing on are my Deadshot at level 34, my Gunsmith, so I really like the barbecue grill units, so I actually have quite a few of them leveling at the same time. Then the rest of them are basically just, all the epics and legendaries that I try to level to at least level 30 before I stop. So I have a mentor, that's my legendary sports doctor, and I've got my Buzzsaw, Chain Gunner, Flashpoint, Lone Wolf, Overwatch, which are all really good units. And Sawbones, I have a couple of them at level 30 because she's really useful for fights like Dubai. And then for some of the epics, Black Belt, Combat Medic, Commando, I basically do one of each unless I really like them. So you can see I have another Gunsmith at 30, which is going to be moving up into the 40s soon. And I have a Bushwick, which is the same as a Sharpshooter and also a Trooper, which these are both unique sort of the units that were given out. They were exclusive, so I was lucky enough to get one of each. And so I believe I have currently down to about 260 units or so. And I haven't really coined up to the maximum 500 allowed, but at some point maybe I will. So next what I wanted to do is talk about, okay, so you've got these units, how do you quick fight efficiently? How do you get the crates that you need? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about it in a couple of ways. So one, I'm going to assume that you don't have more than 100 units, because that's probably where most people are at, around 100, 120 units or so. And you probably don't have all the epics, as many epics as you like. You may have more rare units, or maybe more uncommon units than rares. So how do you still effectively farm cans? And what I'm going to say is, for this, focus on leveling all of your units to at least level 10. And I'm going to explain why. So at level 10, for an epic unit, the team power is at 205. And for a rare unit, it's at 175. And where that comes in handy is if you go to the world map, for Dakar, In order to do a quick fight on normal, if you look at the requirement, it's 190 all the way through. So that means if I already have, and what I can do is an autofill to show you. So you can see here, I have a level 10 machine gunner, and his team power is at 205. Because the rest of my units are on cooldown, they're not shown here, but I could very well have one of each three, one blue, one yellow, and one red at 205. It fulfills the requirements, and then the rest of them can just be level 1s. And I basically do this, accept it, and then do a quick fight. So when I do a quick fight, always do all stamina. This one will cost me 560 times 3. That's 1,680 cans. And if I do all, then it will go ahead and do a quick fight, and then when it finishes, you'll see that you've gone about 5,000 or so cans, and that nets you close to 3,000 cans right there for just one quick fight. Okay, and that took a few seconds. But if you don't have a lot of epics, you should drop down to Nairobi instead, because at Nairobi, the requirements are 150 for each. So if you remember, a level 10 rare unit is at 175. So I will show you here. So I could have very well used a level 10 gunslinger, a level 10 fire chief, and a level 10 sharpshooter, and that would be sufficient. I don't have a sharpshooter that's available right now. So I can't show you that, but if I were to do an autofill, you can see here, same thing. A level 9 epic also works. So basically going with this strategy, as long as you level as many of your units to level 10, you can just continuously do quick fights on Nairobi or on Dakar, and then you can net about 2,000 or so cans each and every time. And with 100 units that you have, you can still get about a good 30 or 40,000 cans each time before you need to wait for the cooldown to complete. So that is very helpful. Now, if you have better units like I do, so I have a lot of F30, what I do is I actually go through Manila. I go to the Manila city, and it's 615 for the team power, and basically, because I have a lot of level 30s and 25 or so, basically starting at level 20, any epics at level 20 will fulfill these team power. And so I can actually fulfill a lot of teams with this, and I can actually spam quick fights on Manila until I'm done. So in this case, I don't have any more units that can fill that. So what I do is I go from Manila and I drop down to Dakar, where I have also a lot of units at level 10, and I just do quick fights on Dakar normal. So that's my way. I typically do Manila normal. This nets me about close to 4,000 cans, and the Dakar normal nets me a little over 2,000 cans. I would say on Manila it's about a little over 3,000. Sometimes what I would also do is I would go to Vancouver, and I would do Vancouver hard. So the Vancouver hard, on Vancouver hard, the requirements a little lower for the yellow and red, but then there's the added green units for support. So if you have a lot of green units as well, then you can take advantage of this. With Vancouver hard on hard, you're also getting about 3,500 cans or so per fight. So that's my strategy. If you can, go with Manila, but if you're just building out, then you should definitely level all of your units to level 10, and then just do lots and lots of quick fights on Dakar or Nairobi. Hope this helps you, and we'll see you next time.